And welcome back to the Market Wolf, where I give you the best bear case, the best bull case, and I give you my opinion. We are looking at the Algorand website right now. The Algorand ecosystem is a blockchain, is a cryptocurrency that is already being utilized as cross-border payments in some places in the East, I believe, with their banking systems. If I'm not mistaken, I think Japan has become involved with Algorand, but I could be. There was definitely a larger country in the East, though, that I know has started to use them. We look at El Salvador here. They signed a cooperation agreement with Coinbanks to develop the government's blockchain infrastructure on Algorand. I also know at one point they had I believe they had the wallet, the Bitcoin wallet there, was also running on top of Algorand. So Algorand is extraordinarily important to the rest of the crypto world, already being used and utilized in a sense as XRP and other banking coins that would be compliant are in progress of just being used everywhere. XRP is already being used by banks in Europe, and so this is a little strange to see what we see today, because Gary Gensler at the SEC he essentially promoted Algorand at one point, but now what we're seeing is the SEC coming after Algorand today, essentially categorizing them and others as potential, not potential, they're saying they are securities. Now they're doing this without bringing a lawsuit against Algorand, and this is fascinating to me. And I think what's happening here, when we look at the broader market picture, we know the dollar is, generally speaking, right now on its way down. We haven't seen a real reversal in the long-term pattern yet, so we're expecting to get to the bottom of that channel, especially with the Federal Reserve printing off money. So I suspect what's happening right now is that we are seeing, more than likely here, the Federal Reserve, the big bankers, the banking system that run this country, they are trying to keep, and the government itself is trying to keep dollars from running to areas of safety that they don't necessarily have total control over. So that's something to consider here. It might make crypto a less attractive option as the market begins to hit rough spaces, and thus you might see people move into ETFs that might be controlled by your traditional market makers, and also gold and silver in that same category, whether it be the miners or just gold and silver stocks, period. So very, very bad news for those that are looking towards crypto as a store of value during hard times, especially when you have this problem of Algorand running essentially Bitcoin in certain areas, and then they're just going to rug pull that out from under Bitcoin. It makes Bitcoin even less viable than it already was. Bitcoin, essentially, to me, when I look at it, is just a Ponzi scheme. I mean, especially if it takes other cryptos like Algorand just to get the thing to run, you may as well just use Algorand. But, who knows what's going on behind the scenes? Maybe Algorand and some of these other cryptocurrencies are getting some legs underneath them and have the potential to be something really big. And I think, though, really it's just that they don't want money fleeing the market. They need that money to... they need you to lose money, basically, in the stock market is what needs to happen. They don't want people storing their value because they know that the dollar is on the way out. Sometimes we're just going through giant rug pulls here in the system. They already steal our money essentially through inflation. That's what's going on. Okay, that's taxation without representation is what that is. So you keep voting for the same guys, even guys that say they're going to cut your taxes. But in reality, as long as the Federal Reserve keeps the skids greased and keeps printing off dollars, then, oh well, you're in trouble at that point, because your money is losing value, and that's a hidden tax on you. And so it's just sleight of hand. And as this system kind of breaks down and is on its way out, I think they want to try and get as much as they can. They want to make it more difficult for you to hide your dollars in places that will be a store of value for what you worked hard for. And we know that the Federal Reserve is also developing their own cryptocurrency. Okay, they're developing their own digital currency, and of course they're going to want that to be used, and they'd prefer you probably move your money there and make them viable rather than these other companies. So this is going to be very interesting geopolitically as well, because Russia, China, South Africa, Brazil, these are really titans in the space of kind of a new power that is rising in the world, that is going to challenge dollar homogeny throughout the world. And they've already been doing that. And so any kind of cryptocurrencies that are going to be kind of laissez-faire, it's going to be an issue. And you're going to see the Security and Commissions Exchange really start to persecute all of these cryptocurrencies that could truly be a viable option away from that. So that's what I'm thinking about the news today on Algorand. So watch that price on Algorand. Remember, the dollar is going, as the dollar goes down long term, if you don't see Algorand moving up, it's essentially kind of in the same boat as XRP now. We'll have to see how much this affects price and belief, but overall, I think crypto, especially the laissez-faire crypto, is being put in front of the firing squad right now. So, and there's going to be winners chosen, no doubt. Some will stick around. That's why I'm just going to keep holding on to HBAR myself, because I think that's, the government picks winners or losers, whether you like that or not. And I don't like it, but that is what it is. And I think HBAR is going to be one of the winners. I think XRP is a potential winner, although I would personally, and this is not advice, I would personally be looking towards HBAR a little bit more, just because of how many United States tech companies are involved with that. XRP is certainly on the radar for the banks as well. They're talking about utilizing it. It's already being utilized in certain places. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. We'll see you next time.